Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome to a new video. My name is Prince Mason. So I woke up this morning to a message from one of my followers on Instagram, and it was a message that touched me. It was more of somebody talking or trying to reach out to me. You know, he started by saying, oh, he does not reach out to a lot of people because he does not know if people will respond and all that, but he just wanted to tell me that he really loves my work and what I'm doing, which is nice. And also he kind of felt bad because he felt like he looks at a lot of photographers and he sees how good they are, and he does not know if he's ever going to be at that point or if he's ever going to be that good at photography. And that's why I decided to make this video, because at that point I kind of realized that he was comparing himself to a lot of people, and this is a problem that we have as creatives, as people in general in life. We tend to look at other people and compare ourselves. Now, I would say comparing yourself to other people is bad, and being motivated by other people or being inspired by other people would be a better way to put it, and not comparing yourself. And I'll get into my reasons for that, and I'll also tell you why or when you shouldn't compare yourself to people and when you should be motivated by people. Now, everybody has a point in life where they start, and you are never ever going to be perfect when you start. You're not going to be extremely good at what you do. The talent might be there, you know, people might see the talent, but you're not going to be extremely good at what you do when you start, which is normal in anything that you're doing. If you're a photographer, the first day you pick up a camera, you're not going to be amazing at it. I do not care how talented you are. Your first picture is not going to be the best picture you're going to take in your life. And the same way as a graphic designer, as an athlete, as anything you are, a makeup artist, whatever you are doing, you're not going to be perfect from the beginning, and you have to realize that. Now, when I started YouTube, I did suck at it, but and there were so many people doing the same thing that I was doing, like thousands of people doing the same thing I was doing on YouTube, and these guys were amazing, and I did not look at them in a way that I was comparing myself to them or trying to compare my content to them, because these people had been doing this thing for so long, and some of them probably had not been doing it for that long, but they already had a formula, they had a style that, you know, worked for them. And what I did was I used these people as inspiration instead of using them to compare what I was doing. It's kind of like crazy when you compare yourself to other people, because you guys are not like alike in any way. Everybody's different, and you have to find that thing that makes you different and that thing that makes you stand out in life, typically. And in business, you also have to find that thing that makes you different and that thing that makes you stand out from other people. So when I started this whole YouTube thing and my photography thing, I made sure that I was not comparing myself to people. It is hard to do. It is hard to be in that position where you're not going to compare yourself with anybody. Sometimes we all get into that whole you know, maybe I'm not as good as this person, or I'd love to be as good as this person. Take that thing and turn it into motivation. Like I said, do not compare yourself when you're starting with somebody who's already at the top or somebody who's been doing this thing for years. It is just not a fair thing to do. And even your peers, somebody who's at the same level with you, do not compare yourself to them. Instead, look for something that makes you different from that person and work on that thing, and make sure that you are concentrating on building yourself as a person. The only person in this life you should compare yourself to is your previous self, the person that was there before the person that is there right now. You know, always look back at your past, look back at, you know, some days ago. You can say, okay, you know, some days ago I was not doing photography and today I've started. That's progress. The fact that you are doing that is progress. If I did not start this channel one day and start uploading videos, today I'm not going to have the number of subscribers I have. They just brought the light, and we're going to get to that part. I'm not going to have the number of subscribers I have. I'm not going to have the number of views that I'm getting. If I did not start uploading my pictures on Instagram one day, I'm not going to have the amount of followers I have. I do not look at other photographers on Instagram and say, oh, I wish I had 200,000 or 400,000 or 1 million followers. Like, I am fine with where I am, and that's how I think being content with where you are is actually it's the thing that's going to move you forward in life. You have to be satisfied where you are at the moment, because you are probably doing better than a lot of people, and you just don't know it because you're looking at people that are doing way better than you. So being content with where you are is something that we should all do. Be satisfied with where you are and work so that you can be better. And remember, like I said, I'm pretty sure the day you start something, you're better off than the previous day that you had not started it at all. So always have that at the back of your mind. I'm going to keep using myself as an example in this video. I am not the best when it comes to speaking English, or when it comes to my diction, all that kind of stuff. And when I started YouTube, I was not comfortable talking. But I sat in front of the camera and I decided to make my first video, talk through it, and even till now I'm not extremely comfortable when it comes to like how good I speak. I would love to speak a lot better than this, but I'm here and I'm doing this, and I'm just putting content out there, and I'm pretty sure it's helping somebody, and I'm also improving myself, and I am getting better. Another way you should never compare yourself to other people is financially. Do not look at how people are doing financially and compare it to yourself. Now it's just going to ruin you. It's going to kill you. And we live in the age of social media where you can literally just go online and see how people are portraying their lives. Basically, it might not be that way, or it might be that way that they're living, but it's just so easy now to go online and feel depressed because you see somebody that's doing almost the same exact thing as you're doing, and he's probably living way better life on Instagram, or probably even in real life. He has way better cars, he has way better gear than you have, and all that stuff. But you should not compare yourself that way to anybody, because life is different. You just don't know what that person has that you don't have. You don't know if that person comes from a rich family. You don't know what that person is doing on the side. You're just here frustrated that oh my god, I'm pretty sure we're doing the same amount of photography and this guy is doing so great. What am I doing wrong? Do not compare yourself to people financially. Do not compare the number of followers you have, the number of subscribers you have to other people. Life is different. Everybody's time is different. Just keep doing your thing, keep working on yourself personally, and eventually you're going to get to that goal that you have set for yourself. What you can do is be motivated by other people, by their by how hard they work. If you see somebody that works really hard, tell yourself that, okay, I'd love to be like this person. I would love to work as hard as this person is working. And those are the things that will keep you moving. Those are the things that will keep you growing, instead of saying, oh, I don't have a car right now, this person has a car. I don't have 1,000, or I only have 1,000 followers, this person has 1 million. Don't compare yourself that way to people. Another way you should never compare yourself to other people is, if you are in Africa, do not compare yourself to people outside this continent, and I was going to say this country. If you're in Nigeria, do not compare yourself to people outside this continent. The reason is because most countries in Africa are set up to, or the system in Africa most of the time is set up to frustrate you as a youth, as a businessman, as an upcoming entrepreneur, as a creative, whatever you're doing. The system in Nigeria especially is set up to frustrate you. It's not set up to help you grow. It's not set up to make you more money. So do not compare yourself with people in Europe, in the US, where the system there has been built for years to help people grow in whatever they are doing. Like, I was like just talking to you guys right now and the light just came on. It's like off and on. We probably never have light in Nigeria, and you have to run a generator constantly. So whatever money you're making from your business, more than half of it is going into trying to have light basically. So it's crazy. There's no system to help you. Whatever, if you look at the dollar value compared to the naira value, it is crazy. A dollar is about 360 Nigerian naira, and it is, I said Nigerian naira, it's about 360 naira, and it is crazy, the difference. So if you are working in Nigeria and they're paying you, let's say they're paying you 700,000 naira, that's just $2,000. In Nigeria, it is a lot of money, but outside Nigeria, it's just crazy how it is actually not a lot of money. So if you compare 700,000 to 2,000, the gap is just crazy. So do not compare yourself with people outside this country, because the system here, like I said, is set up to just frustrate you and make you feel, while the system out there for the most part, it's set up to help people grow and help people get better at whatever they are doing and all that. Another way you should never compare yourself to other people is in terms of looks. There's always somebody out there that's going to be better looking than you are, just period. I do not love how I look on YouTube. I feel like let's not get into that. Compared to a lot of people that are out there, you see so many good looking people out there on YouTube. You just, wow, like, oh, they just look amazing. They speak so well and all that kind of stuff. But hey, we're here doing it, and there's somebody out there that's probably looking at my video and saying, oh my god, this video looks so good. He looks so good. I guess. But yeah, do not compare yourself to other people in terms of finances, in terms of work, in terms of looks, from people outside Africa, because like I said, the system here is just set up to make you feel, if you are a girl and you're watching this video, do not compare yourself to other women in terms of looks. You are beautiful the way you look. You're beautiful the way you are. You always have to have that at the back of your mind. You have to carry yourself with all the confidence in the world. Comparing yourself to other people who are doing way better than you are, or who probably look better than you are, who have more opportunities than you have, and all that stuff is just not good. And another thing is, you just have to put yourself down and work. You have to understand that if you are in Africa, if you are in this part of the world, you have to work twice as hard to be able to look, or to be able to live half as good as people outside this part of the world. You just have to put that at the back of your mind. For you to be able to get whatever they're getting, you need to work twice as hard. You need to hustle twice as hard. You need to look for clients twice as hard. It is just crazy, and it's the price that we have to pay for the system that we live in. So you guys should put that at the back of your mind. I'm hoping this video has helped you out today, and like I said, the only thing you should do is be motivated by people, be inspired by people. Look at how hard people are working. Look at what they're putting inside. Do not just look at somebody who's doing so well and say, oh, his parents are rich, he comes from a wealthy family. If he's not putting in the work, it's money, it's just going to go. The business is going to crash. Trust me, it really does not matter what kind of family all these people come from. Rich people that have rich kids, these kids work for the most part. Like people that are out there trying to build empires. Let me use a popular person for example. Look at the Davido. His father is wealthy, but today he's one of the biggest artists from Africa, one of the biggest artists in the world in general, and it's because he's putting in the work. If you do not put in the work, you're not going to get there. So for my follower that sent me a message saying, oh, he's scared of pushing on with photography because he does not know if he's going to get to this point and all that, I feel like you should use us as motivation. You should understand that we all started where you are starting today. We all started not being good and looking up to photographers that were really good. Until now, I still look up to photographers that are like doing so great and they're doing exceptionally well, and I do not compare myself to them. What I do is I look up to them, I look up to their achievements, and I'm working hard so that one day I'm going to get to that point where people can look up to me the way I look up to others and look up to my achievements, and I can motivate people to become better versions of themselves. All you should do is compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Compare yourself to your previous self. I know where I'm coming from. I know how hard it was to get to this point, and I'm just going to keep working so tomorrow I can look at this point and say, oh, I transitioned from a place that I thought was good to a place that is actually better now. So yeah, that's what today's video is about. Be motivated by other people, be inspired by other people, but do not compare yourself to them. Only compare yourself to your previous self. So thank you so much for watching today's video. If this in any way has helped you, do not forget to go smash the like button and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.